Kadi's story is what A Mother's Hope is all about. Kadi came to the United States many years ago looking for a new life.
When I was in Africa, it wasn't that easy. And when I get a chance to come in America, I came here and I was studying. And after 18 months, my visa was expired. I was supposed to go back to Africa and renew it, but that time we had political problems. And then some friend told me to come in Indianapolis.
So it wasn't safe in Africa?
No, it wasn't safe for me to go back.
So she decided to stay here in the United States and try to work to get her visa back, which she's still working towards. She didn't know what to do in Texas, so she actually moved to Indianapolis, where she had some friends there and they said they could help her. And sometime after being there, she met a guy and they fell in love. And about 2 years after that, she found out that she was pregnant.
And I told my boyfriend about that. And he started asking me to do abortion. And I decided to not do abortion. I called my parents in Africa to tell them. They was mad, and they just stopped talking to me for a while. And I say, you know what, Kadi, you can do it. Just do it by yourself. God will help you. And thank God I did it.
When she found herself pregnant and with no support, the father of the baby actually locked her in a closet. And she was, at this point, really, really scared. They got into an argument and the police came.
And that police officer, he told me, I'm just gonna talk to you like a sister. Take your stuff and go. And I did it. I put all my stuff on my car and I started driving. I was crying, I was lost, I was just calling God to help me. I didn't know where to go.
So you were driving and a friend told you to come to Fort Wayne. So what happened then?
For 1 week I was sleeping in her shop, like hair salon.
Sleeping at the hair salon?
Yeah, on the floor. I didn't have mattress, nothing. And the next day I was driving and I saw Women Care Center. I said, okay, maybe they're gonna help me. And I stopped by there, and at that day I met Beth.
And Beth Minnick called me and she said, Stacia, I know that A Mother's Hope is going to be a home for pregnant women, but this mom has nobody. She has nobody to be with her at the hospital. And so we gathered some volunteers, and myself and some other volunteers took hour watches, and we went and sat with Kadi at the hospital. And so she was never alone from that point on until Joshua was born. And I'm very grateful that God waited till I got there that day, and I actually got to be there when Joshua was born. And he was the tiniest, cutest little thing you've ever seen.
Meetings, Mother's Hope, especially you, Stacia, that was everything in my life. I remember when I was in hospital, I was thinking I didn't have even diaper for my son. And I remember you did like baby shower for me. I remember that day your car was full with clothes, diaper, everything. And I cried that day.
I think we both cried. Yeah. And when you go back to school now, what do you want to do now?
I want to be a nurse to help other moms.
I will always love to tell Kadi's story because she is a warrior, and we would always talk about that. We would talk about how she had so much fight within her, and a lot of that was because of the struggle that she had been through. But instead of letting that take her down, she used that to find strength. And through all of this, she also found a faith, a very strong faith.
So I have hope in my life. I know God is doing much more in my life. And I'm just following God's rules. And I can't wait to be a nurse and help other moms and tell them my story. I think God put Mother's Hope in my life for a reason.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're so sweet.